एम गरिमा भंडारी और बहुत समय से मेरे से ये रिक्वेस्ट आ रही है कि हम लॉकडाउन यानी कि क्वारंटीन जो हमारा सेल्फ क्वारंटीन चल रहा है कोविड-19 के रहते, सो उसमें हम ऐसा क्या है जो एवरीडे प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं। सो ये आसान सा एक छोटा सा योगा सीक्वेंस है जो मैंने आप लोगों के लिए डिजाइन किया है। काफी इजी है इसको करना, बिगिनर अगर आप हैं तो भी आसानी से कर सकते हैं और बहुत ही जरूरी है योग की प्रैक्टिस इस समय में करना, क्योंकि ना सिर्फ योग से आपको मिलते हैं फिजिकल बेनिफिट्स जिससे आपका लंग स्ट्रांग होता है, इम्यूनिटी बिल्ड होती है, बट साथ ही साथ आपका जो मानसिक तनाव है जो कि बहुत नेचुरल है इस समय पर आना, क्योंकि हम लॉकडाउन में हैं, पूरे वर्ल्ड वाइड में लॉकडाउन है, तो उस मानसिक तनाव को ये कम करता है। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये समझना कि हम जब योगा के आसनास की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, अपनी बॉडी को मूव करते हैं, तो अपनी उसमें ब्रीदिंग को हमें सिंक करना है। योगा में हम अपनी नेजल पैसेज के द्वारा ब्रीदिंग करते हैं, नाक से सांस लेते हैं और नाक से बाहर सांस को छोड़ते हैं। तो सबसे पहले हम स्टार्ट करते हैं सूर्य नमस्कार की प्रैक्टिस से। सूर्य नमस्कार स्टार्ट करने के लिए हम इस तरह से समस्थिति में स्टार्ट करेंगे। समस्थिति से स्टार्ट करके इनहेल and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. यहाँ पर हमें 5 ब्रेथ्स के लिए स्टे करना है। दृष्टि और अपनी विजन को अपनी नाभि की तरफ सेंटर करें, नाभि की तरफ केंद्रित करें। अधो मुक्षु आसना यानी कि डाउनवर्ड फेसिंग डॉग एक बहुत ही अच्छा माइल्ड इन्वर्जन है और आपका हेड का लेवल आपके हार्ट के नीचे होता है इसमें। सो बहुत ही फ्लूइडली जो ब्लड फ्लो है वो रिडायरेक्ट होता है आपके ब्रेन की तरफ एंड बैक को काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग करता है, स्ट्रॉन्ग स्पाइन को लेंथन करता है। हैमस्ट्रिंग्स के लिए आप देख सकते हैं कि आपके हैमस्ट्रिंग्स पूरी तरह से यहाँ से स्ट्रेच्ड हैं और रिस्ट की पूरी स्ट्रेंथनिंग के लिए एक्सीलेंट पोस्चर है। ये पोस्चर एक ऑल इन वन पोस्चर है, आई वुड से जो एक कंप्लीट पोस्चर है आपको सारे योगा के बेनिफिट्स देने का। फ्लोर को एक्टिवली अपने हाथों से, अपनी फिंगर्स को इस तरह से स्प्रेड करें वाइड और पैरों से और हाथों से फ्लोर को अपने से दूर इस तरह से पुश करें। स्पाइन को जितना हो सकता है लेंथन करें और यहाँ से 5 ब्रेथ्स के बाद फॉरवर्ड जाएं। इनहेल से ऊपर देखें, एक्सहेल के साथ मेल्ट करें फॉरवर्ड फोल्ड में इस तरह से। इनहेल एंड एक्सहेल। इसको हम एक बार दोबारा करेंगे। इनहेल, एक्सहेल, इनहेल हेड अप, एक्सहेल चतुरंग दंडासना। इनहेल अपवर्ड फेसिंग डॉग, exhale downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 breaths. Inhale, head up, exhale, forward fold, inhale, arms go up, exhale, back into समस्थिति। यहाँ से हम समस्थिति से राइट साइड में अपने ओपन करेंगे। With an inhale, right foot is pointing at 90 degree and this is at 45 degree. Arms are absolutely straight. Actively push your hips towards the center and not towards the right side. So pushing towards the center and going down till wherever you're comfortable. If you're comfortable here, you can even bend your knees if you're a beginner. And the idea is to grab your big toe and center your vision towards the fingertips of the left arm. Staying here for 5 breaths. Come back to the center, inhale once again, exhale, and this time left side. Uddiyana Bandha by locking the abdominals. It's called the abdominal lock, by taking your navel towards your spine. So you're locking, you're tucking the navel in and you're taking it up. So that is your abdominal lock. And come back to Samasthiti after Trikonasana. We're going to practice one more standing posture before we sit down and try the sitting posture, and then end it with a lying down posture. So from here, Samasthiti, we are keeping the toes together. We are going to sit as if you're going to sit on a chair in an Utkat Asana, and taking the hands up with an inhale parallelly at the same time and dropping the neck towards the sky. So there are two things happening. We are folding the knees and sitting on a chair, keeping the spine straight and taking the arms up. So let's see how we do it. Inhale. And इस तरह से अपनी neck को drop करें and stay here for 4 to 5 minutes. Now from here, let's try the seated posture. So for seated postures, we always sit down and start in the Dandasana. This is the basic start posture जिससे कि हम अपने seated postures को start करते हैं. So seated posture start करने के लिए ये Dandasana है जिसमें आपके toes आपकी तरफ flexed हैं, legs straight हैं. टोज फ्लेक्स होने से आपके लेग्स में एक्टिवेशन रहता है. आप अपने दोनों सिट बोन्स पे इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं अपना बॉडी वेट बैठने के लिए. हैंड्स को नेचुरली अपने हिप्स के साइड में इस तरह से रखते हैं और यहाँ से हम करेंगे जानु शीर्षासना. सो जानु शीर्षासना करने के लिए आप अपने राइट लेग को इस तरह से फोल्ड करते हुए अपने लेफ्ट थाई के इस तरह से पास में प्लेस करें. अगर आप बिगिनर हैं, इट्स फाइन इफ योर लेग इज फोल्डिंग टिल हियर एंड इफ योर नी इज लिफ्टेड ऑफ द ग्राउंड लाइक दिस, इट्स completely fine. You can even use a yoga block or a pillow or a cushion to support it. It's completely understandable if you're a beginner, and gradually once you are practicing consistently, you will be able to take it at the start of your left thigh and place it here, and then from there try to catch your left toe and drop your chin towards the left knee and stay here for 4 to 5 breaths. Head up, inhale and exhale. Now we do this on the other side. Take the left leg and place the heel closer to the right thigh, and then from here the toes are flexed towards the body. We make a garland of the hand, wrap the right toe, inhale, look up, exhale. Inhale and let go. Once again, coming back to the start position, we are in Dandasana, and from Dandasana we are going to now point the toes outwards. Earlier asana I told you to flex your toes. This time you're pointing them outwards. Once again, your hands are right behind your hip bones like this. Palms are facing towards your body and not like this. They are towards your body like this. And then with an inhale, keeping the integrity of your spine absolutely straight. With an inhale, you bring your toes all the way down on the floor. Drop your neck in its natural alignment and stay here for 4 to 5 breaths. And after 5 breaths, simply come down. This is the second seated posture, and let's see the last posture which we are going to practice while we are seated, which is a spinal twist. So for the spinal twist, once again we start in Dandasana. This time toes are pointed towards my body, and then from here I'm going to place the right heel closer to my thighs. Now if you're a beginner, you can place it wherever your range of motion allows, and the distance between this leg and this leg should be at least 1 palm. So make sure that they're not too close. There should be a 1 palm distance. And then you bring it as closer to your right heel as possible, maintaining the distance of 1 palm. And then from here, I'm going to actually drop my right hand at my back, and this hand comes here like this, and so basically opposite hand. This is my left hand and my right knee, and we're trying to create a resistance. By resistance, I mean the right knee is pushing outwards, whereas the elbow is pushing inwards. So this is a resistance. And then from here, the vision will be over my right shoulder. So this gives activation in the spine, in your abdominals. Stay here for 4 to 5 breaths. And once you're comfortable in this beginner posture, you actually internally drop your shoulder, you garland your knee, and then you take your hand behind and actually interlace your fingers or grab your wrist of the other arm, and then stay for 4 to 5 breaths. The left toe is pointing towards my body, flexed, and we release. Now we're going to try this on the left side. So this time my left toe comes closer to my body, and I look back from my left shoulder. My right arm is going to be wrapped on my knee. I drop my shoulder internally, externally rotate my left shoulder, and I'm going to grab hold of my wrist. After 5 breaths, let go and come forward. So this was our seated sequence. From here we move on to our lying down sequence. So for lying down sequence, we lie down absolutely straight, and from here we're going to do the Pavan Mukta Asana. So we bring our knees closer to our chest. We're going to hug ourselves like this and bring our forehead closer to our knees like this. And then from here we move on to the next lying down posture, which is the Sarvangasana. It is one of my favorite asanas, which I recommend to women, kids, men, because it is like the queen of all asanas. It gives you multiple health benefits. So let's see how we do it. It's excellent for people who have thyroid disorder also. So we're lying down straight, and then from here I bring my knees closer to my body, and supporting my hip bones with my hands, I bring my legs straight up like this. It is a Vipreet Karni, so for beginners, they can keep their knees bent, or they can take the support of a wall. But the idea is to point your toes like this, keep your back absolutely straight, and feel a stimulation in your throat chakra or the Visuddhi chakra. Now in this posture, I always say that do not stay for just 4 to 5 breaths. You can stay for as many breaths as you like, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's excellent for people with insomnia, sleep disorders, menstrual disorders, fertility problems. Excellent for reducing belly fat, strengthening the shoulders, arms, legs. For people suffering from indigestion, people suffering from skin or hair disorders, especially thyroid disorders, any kind of problem in the eyes, sinusitis. Strong deep breathing. And slowly from here we move on to the next posture, smoothly from Sarvangasana into Halasana. This time my arms are straight, interlaced, my toes are pointing out. to the center. To finish the sequence, no yoga sequence is complete without a back bend. So we're going to add the Setu Bandhasana, or even we can try the Urdhva Dhanurasana. So let me show you both. For anybody who's a beginner, they can lie down like this. Keep the legs folded at a 90-degree and hip width distance, and then from here, keeping the hands on the floor or supporting your back, you're going to lift your hips off the floor and bringing the body to support on the feet and on the shoulders. So this is excellent. Once again, redirecting the blood flow back towards your heart. Also strengthening of your lower back. Anybody who has back pain issues or wants to reduce their belly fat, it's excellent. Squeeze the hips like this under you so that legs are also activated. So many muscles are recruited at the same time when you do this posture. And come down after 4 to 5 breaths. Somebody who's comfortable in this posture can actually try the full back bend or the Urdhva Dhanurasana. For that, you place your palms like this, facing towards your body, under your shoulders like this. Your elbows are going to be closer towards your face and not drop down. So here, once again, the feet is hip width distance, folded at 90-degree, and then from here, lifting the whole body this way. Make sure that your toes are not pointing out like this and they are parallel to each other, and stay here. Try to bring your weight towards your arms like this and not dropping them. Straighten the arms, open the chest, open the heart chakra, open the spine. Excellent for lengthening and elongating the spine. Staying here for 5 breaths. And coming down from your shoulder first, and like this. And then from here, to absorb all what we have practiced back into our body and bring ourselves some calmness, we're going to just melt down towards the floor in corpse pose or the Shavasana. Now here, we're not going to practice any deep breathing. We're just going to allow the natural flow of breath to enter our body and exit our body in the most organic way, and calming our thoughts, calming our brain, and absorbing all that we have practiced till now. Feeling the energy, leaving the hands open towards the sky, and you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like and practice to just tune into the rhythm of your breath, and with each inhalation just tell yourself that may this world be free from suffering and may the world be at peace. Say that with each exhalation. With inhalation, may I be free of every suffering, and with exhalation, may I be always at peace. Try to bring your attention towards the center of your eyebrows, your Ajna chakra, and find the ray of light that is going to travel through your whole body. Stay in this posture, and once you're ready, just wiggle your palms, wiggle your toes, give yourself a nice shake, and rub your palms together. Press them on your eyes. Fold towards your left side, as I always say, and return back to your center. So it's a nice, refreshing, invigorating practice, and